Okay, we live, baby. I think we see. Okay, y'all. It's pretty weird. Yeah, but okay, fix my beads. Shout out to Ms. Morgan for y'all for giving me these beads. They kind of messed some of them up. Some of them came off, but still wear it just for the fun of it. Let me see. I think I hear somebody, but I don't know. Do I see you? Where'd she go? I just see Jada.
Yes, Shalom, can you see me?
There we go.
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, Jada, how you feeling?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good. I'm gonna introduce myself, and for people that don't know who I am, I'm Coach Johnson, founder of NBCL, Mentoring the Basketball Changing Lives, where we mentor youth through the sport of basketball. Today is Working Wednesday. Special guest Jada Johnson. She's gonna come over here today and talk to us about journalism, careers, and stuff like that, and how she uses journalism as her outlet. And yeah. Sorry, hold on, he in the background. He getting fed, so yeah. It's a but
okay.
Introduce yourself and let us know who you are.
Hello everyone, my name is Jada Johnson. I am a graduate of 2020 and I am pursuing a journalist career. Overall, let's see. Yeah, that's basically it. Overall, I work at Heart Smiles as a youth leader. I also worked at No Boundaries Coalition as a youth leader. And that's it.
Okay. That's pretty good. I'm also a youth leader at Heart Smiles as well. And I serve on the Youth Advisory Board at Johns Hopkins as well on Bloomberg School of Public Health. I am an actual graduate of the class of 2020. So I'm going to college this year, going to Shawan. I heard it's Triple C, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to be Triple C.
Congrats. That too. It's a big step for me. High school, whether it's college, whether it's community college, whether it's university. It's just really a big either or. I think 4-year colleges and community colleges are the same thing because you're still getting that college aspect of going to school, doing your class, doing your credit. So all that's the same thing. I don't discriminate between 4 years in colleges, university, and stuff like that. It's just they are the same thing because they all got the college and stuff in it.
Right.
But
basically gonna make it the same classes. I just won't be paying all of the money in.
Yeah. That's probably the money phase.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So what we talking?
Today, you guys, we're gonna talk about work ethic.
Okay.
We basically gonna have like a conversation for real because at first I had no work ethic. Like I hated doing everything. I wouldn't do it unless it really, really interested me. I'd be like, maybe it's not that important. But now as I have seen some of the things that I'm good at and began to grow and experience some stuff, my work ethic has definitely changed a lot because it was I took a break between my junior year and my senior year, and I was I'm tired of working. I just need one break, just one. But then I came back harder and my work ethic changed. Your work ethic speaks a lot about you, who you are, because if you half do things, people will label you as a half doer and they won't really ask you to do too much because you're not putting your all into it. I don't know how this really relates to basketball because I don't play basketball, but I do know from experiencing other friends who play basketball and stuff like that, you practice what you preach basically in your work ethic. Practice as if you were playing basketball, playing in a game, and you are being scored for each penalty, each touchdown, each penalty, each shot, each technique, all that. I know, right? I'm working on it. It's not football, yo. I know. Shalom?
I mean, I like it. I had myself with mute because I was listening to what you were saying. But basically, you're saying, we don't. I mean, basically, these sessions are, they revolve. Everything's revolved around the mentoring, the basketball stuff like that. So these sessions are like the mentoring part as well. So like everything is on here. Like we'll talk about basketball, but we really won't. Like if that's a topic for the day, then we'll talk about it. But like we really don't talk about like the basketball aspect of stuff. We're just talking about stuff like, mentors. We talk about like work ethic, careers, opportunities. Some on Fridays we'll probably talk about basketball because when we get fit, we do Friday stuff like that. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's just like a simple come here for about an hour, have a good topic we want to talk about, so we can mentor the youth, so the youth can actually see what we talk about and stuff like that. So I feel as though work ethic will be one of a good topic for today. I would say we should go more about you and how you do your journalism and use it as an outlet for yourself, how you manage your stress and stuff like that. Because I definitely did see that y'all gotta check it out. Jada, you can send us the link, but Jada did just get a piece published to John Hopkins page as well. So y'all definitely gotta check that out too. So tell us how you started to get into journalism and you started to like work around that, how you use that as an outlet for your stress management.
Okay, so since I was about like in 5th grade, I went to this after school program called Higher Achievement, and it allowed you to focus on getting good grades through tutoring and mentoring and studying. But we also had like programs where we would do other activities like freelance art and writing and stuff. And one day we had a poetry contest, and I wasn't really sure about writing back then because I was like in 5th grade. What did I really know? But I had signed up, wrote a poem, and then like I got in the room with all these people and we were working on public speaking and poetry. And it really became like, I don't know, natural to me. Like I just loved having the attention on me where I'm talking about something that is most comfortable to me. Also, it's important because like having the tool to publicly speak can take you very far. It also helps you to articulate your feelings, your thoughts, and everything else. It's like a well-rounded topic, to know. So 5th grade, poetry contest. I went to nationals at the first round within the school building. They was like, we really like you. We want you to come out with us to Washington, D.C. and read your poem with everybody else who participated in this. So that's what I did. And then I kind of liked it. Like, I don't know. I got into 6th grade and I didn't really do any writing and, moved on to high school. And then I believe my 11th grade year at Western, I had took creative writing class and we had to write stories. And I thought, in English class, you write essays, that's nothing, because I really wasn't using my skills of journalism because we had like a certain, I guess, format we had to go through. So it wasn't really like, important to me. But then, I got the creative writing, I was writing stories, and it was like the stories was just like flowing. Like, I don't know, the ideas and stuff. It didn't take me long to complete a story, but it was mainly about my work ethic because I would get halfway through the story and then get tired. And then my teacher would be like, oh, you only got a certain amount of days because, deadlines. And I wouldn't meet the deadlines because I would procrastinate, because trying to get all my ideas into one space and have them flow into each other is hard, really hard. But at the creative writing and writing stories, I kind of chilled out on the writing tip because I was like, it became overwhelming at the creative writing. I kind of sat back and reflected on if that's what I really wanted to do or not. And basically we got here to my senior year about a couple months ago after I joined Heart Smiles. And Ms. Joni was like, I got this journalism opportunity at the USA Today, came on a success session. And I was like, that sounds interesting to me. That's what I want to do. So I started, and thus far they've been having me write pieces, interviewing people, stuff like that. And it's really gotten to me that I think journalism is what I want to go and do once, I get through college and start my career. I would love to be a journalist and work at USA Today and be a reporter. And yeah, but it's mainly about work ethic because Ms. Joni was even skeptical to even put me on the project because she's like, I don't know what your work ethic like. I haven't really seen anything from you, so I gotta know, like, is you really going to do this? And thus far, I've been showing out, and she been referring me to other people. Yeah.
I definitely, yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty dope. Like, basically how you said how you started like elementary school, higher achievement. Elementary school, middle school. It was a program called Higher Achievement. Another program called Bell. I started to go to Bell Higher Achievement.
Yeah, I remember Bell.
I went to Bell. I was in Bell, and then I came out of Bell because I was too old. And then in the middle, I volunteered. That's how I got all my community service hours too. I volunteered in the middle school when I got all my for high school. But back to the journalism part, I like to write stuff too. Like I just be having some times where, I be bored. I just start writing stuff. There's on the third, but like I never want to take it serious. Like that ain't really my passion. Something I do when I get bored, stuff like that. I'll get a journal or something. I'll try to draw, but knowing that I can't draw, so don't try to draw because I get James up for that. But I'll try to draw. I'll try like write about something, even just something. Or I can write about a show, something small like that. But I never really took that serious. But we gonna definitely talk about how you said work ethic was was one of the things. You'll get tired of stuff. I mean, like your passion, you gotta do something that you love. And if you don't love this, if you don't love what you do, then you shouldn't be doing it. If it don't make you cry at night, you really shouldn't be doing it. That's just my opinion. But as though, like I always wanted to be a lawyer since I was young. I was like a baby. I actually wanted to be a police officer. And I was like, oh, I want to be a fighter. And I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with fire because fire too hot. Then, because when I was younger, I lit my grandmother's basement on fire with a trash can. I just wanted to play with fire. I was just that young. So I was like, I want to be a fighter. And I was like, nah. And I was like, by the time I was like 13, 14, I was like, nah, I want to be a judge. I want to be in courts. I want to be telling people to go to jail or not to go to jail or something like that. And I was like, I gotta be a lawyer first before I do that. And I was like, I can do the lawyer aspect. The lawyer sound like something I could do in the wrong range. So, so that's what I'm going to college for, about being a lawyer. And that's another thing I want to talk to you about too. What would you go to future in? Like, what would be your major? Like, is creative writing a major to go to college?
I was talking with Miss Jane, which is someone who I write for at USA Today, and kind of overall, I just want to go to BCCC for like my general studies, so I can get all them classes out the way, so I can switch over to an institute, a 4-year institute, and be able to study my major. But I want to go to school to double major and a minor. My double major is journalism. My double major is pre-law and psychology because I want to be a lawyer. And then my minor was journalism because I know that I can write. Like that could be a fallback plan. So I won't have to go back to college and get some more money. I could just knock 3 birds out in one stone. Also, I kind of like got all of my studies to like tie into each other because, law, psychology, like being a lawyer, you got to understand the way someone thinks, the way society works the way someone thinks, how you defending them, stuff like that. So I thought that was important. And then going in for journalism, I think that, if being a lawyer don't work out and I don't really want to be a psychologist, I could write about psychology and law. And then I killed 2 birds in one stone. But I wasn't really sure at first because I was going to go to BCCC with the double major and the minor, but I thought that would be like a waste of time for real. And I could just knock out my general studies in general and then, come back and focus on what I really want to focus on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what you said about, going get switching from college and stuff like that. Not to bash anyone that's going to community college and anything, but people with community colleges first to get their credits up, or to like get that typical studies they want to do. Find maybe they don't know what exactly they want to do right after high school, so they're going to be like a BCCC, CCBC, and CCBC. They want to say they some 2 good schools as community colleges. I know a couple people that came out of those 2 as well. But going to school about getting general studies, so getting your credits up, so you can go for 4 years. Because think about it, a lot of people don't tell you this, but going to a community college and then transfer So 4-year college saves you way more money than straight going out of high school. Because I'm sitting up here paying $38,000 for college right now, but I could have went to a community college and been paying half of that. So I'm glad. I pray to God that I'm happy I got the scholarship to go for a ride. But it's just it's just way cheaper in that type of aspect. Another thing I want to touch on, what you talked about, is when you said psychology and lawyers go as well as too. I was talking to Ms. Mo yesterday, and we was actually talking about. I was telling her about like how I want to be like a lawyer, but I have that type of time. I also have those moments and like times where I have friends that are not doing too well, and I can talk to them about certain things. And like I really like how I love the way I can like talk to people or talk to my peers about stuff like I go through and stuff like that. Like I can sit up here and I can have a whole conversation about you that you're dealing with, and you can sit there and you tell me everything, and I can tell you what I feel as though that happened. I always tell people that I talk to, I won't call them no patients, they're not patients or nothing. I would always call them as like patient anything, but I just feel as though, hold on, my screen messed up. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, my screen got messed up. But I was just saying like how lawyers and like psychology, they both go together. So it's just more the simple fact of like I like how I can just talk to people and be like, oh well, yeah, I feel as though this should happen. It's just like two different things in life. Being a lawyer, because as a lawyer aspect, you gotta learn how people mind work and how just stuff like that nature, how that mind just work around, by like how that physical features, that brain work, stuff like that. So you can protect them in the courtroom, and you're gonna know more about their personal life and more about their mindset and personality and stuff like that, so you can get a better understanding of your client. But yeah, I just love, I have that. A lot of people say lawyers, they be lying all the time. I mean, I don't know, but I just like to I just wanted to be in like that criminal justice field for certain reasons. But then again, I like to be into that psychology field too, because I like to help people out. That's just one of the big things I'm heavy on is I'm real big on helping people out. Like I want to help people out. I want to feel like I have all the knowledge and all the tools in my life, and nobody else can help me out. Like nobody else help them out. So that's why I just feel as though I can help people out. So as being a lawyer and taking that psychology class is two good things you should do. That's very good. I really commend you. Well, so yeah, keep following up with that. Going to a community college and then transferring over is probably one of the smartest ideas. It wasn't an idea that I thought of, but it was a smart idea though. So don't feel like.
That wasn't my choice. Okay, so like we talked about work ethic, I did not at all put in a lot of work ethic inside of high school. I played around basically, and I shouldn't have. So I didn't really have no choice but to go to a 2-year community college. So yeah, but I know that I had to make the best out of it. Because at first, okay, so when I was talking to Miss Jane, which is someone I write for, she was like telling me, like, basically, if you wanted to intern with us, if you don't get the scholarship, you can intern with us, and then you can still go to BCCC, and then after that, you can go to a PWI, but I could find you some scholarships to get you there. Because I wanted to go to Spelman, but I'm not really pressed about the label of PWIs and HBCUs, because college is college to me. I still want to experience, all of the things that come with it. So yeah, that. But overall, I think that whatever choice that you make, it depends on you. What's most comfortable for you? Because I know that because I played in high school and I did not put a lot of work ethic in, that I'm not going to go to a 4-year college thinking, oh yeah, I was bad at first and I'm going to be great now, so I could just go over and spend somebody else's money. No, because then you're going to be paying money back that you don't have for dropping out, and nobody has time for that. So I knew better because of my work ethic to go to a 2-year and start at a community college because I knew that going to a 4-year, I might not make it. I might not. And that's just being honest with myself, which most people don't do.
Yeah, I definitely commend you about that. Yeah, for real, yeah. A lot of people don't sit there and like think like, bro, you know, like that 38,000. Nobody, no black male. I'm not gonna say it like that. I'm gonna put it like this. Like statistics say, a lot of teenagers, a lot of okay, I can put it. A lot of African American teenagers can come out of high school doesn't have the money to pay for college. You know, that's not even just African American. That's African American. You have the Caucasian. You have the Hispanic. Like a lot of people don't have that amount of money unless you sitting up there living Drake life and Meek Mill's life and Rick Ross life. Then you probably got that much money. But you know, especially in a Baltimore City community or you know the DMV, just like in the DMV as well as possible. Like we don't have that amount of money to pay for college full price right up and then and there. Like a lot of people had to take out loans or apply for the college bound scholarship, apply for a lot of people you have to do your FAFSA. So it's like you still have money that you're gonna have to pay back regardless. But it's also to the simple fact that if you really put your work ethic in and stuff, you can get scholarships, you can get full rides, you can get grants, you can get all that. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay scholarships back. You don't have to pay grants back. You do have to pay loans that come out of FAFSA, but you don't have to pay other stuff like that either. Are you eating? Are you eating?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you eating? Can you share?
No, I was eating popcorn earlier, and it's popcorn kernel stuck in my teeth, and it's kind of uncomfortable.
My gosh. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people, that's cool. A lot of people don't have the money to pay for college, so that's why I would say, if you like how you just say like your work ethic, like you have like your work ethic wasn't up to par. But you had a scholarship, but you had people that want to give you scholarships to send you to different colleges and stuff like that. That's a good thing. But if you know in yourself and you honest with yourself and you like, yeah, I'm not going to want to sit up here and take your money because I know that my work ethic is not up to par. I know if I go to this college, I'm gonna drop out because I get tired, stuff like that. Especially with PWIs, like if your grades not up to par, like B plus, A minuses every semester, they will kick you out by themselves. You got to maintain like a high GPA with those. So it's real different. It's real different between our community and other people's community as well, as far as finances in college. Because if you listen to me, and not to like harm anybody at Harmon University, since I still love my college, but I just feel as though college is like, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but it's like it's too much money going inside of it for education. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like it's like you're paying for knowledge, and then after you can learn all of this knowledge by YouTube videos, Google, reading books. Reading books, you can learn a lot from reading books. So it's really like you're paying for your knowledge and to get this one piece of paper that says, oh, my name is Shalard Johnson from this university, and I completed these 4 years. Like it's really like, I mean, I'm paying $38,000 to go learn some knowledge about criminal justice to get a piece of paper so I can get a job. I can get a career. That's exactly what you're doing. You're paying. It's like you're paying to get a job. You see what I'm saying? Because when people go out of high school, what's the first thing they want to do? They want to get a job in that field that they study. So you're really paying to get a job. So right. That's how my opinion.
I think that is kind of like cliche. You got to pay to go to college, and then you got to take loans out, and then the money that you make from doing something that they want you to do, you got to give it back to them because they wanted you to go somewhere. I just think that's weird. But at the same time, I'm not going to knock it till I try it. Now, and if I try college and it's just not it, I'm going to make sure that I spread that news. Like, I went to college, I got a degree, and most of the time from the people that I talk to, they don't even use the degree that they went to school for. So what did you go to school for? And I just think that's like, weird. I don't know. But also, I think that going to college is also important because you can get the experience. I think the experience is most important. Like, overall, through everything is experience because you make a lot of friends, you network, you evolve as a person. Yeah, so you can also learn a lot of like work ethic from other people.
Yeah, and basically, how what you was just I agree with what you just said, but I want to tell you what you just said about how you said what you said. Hold up. You said people that don't even use their degrees for the stuff they able to work for. That's actually real. I know some people that are nurses and doctors, or no, I know a teacher. I'm like, what you go to school for? Oh, I went to school for public health, but you're a teacher. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, I don't understand how you wanted to be a teacher, but you got a degree in public health. It's not not making sense. And then, or like, they'll have a degree in biology or chemistry and stuff like that. But then they wanted to be a doctor. So they got to go back to school just to get that doctor's degree, which is a piece of paper. They had a piece of paper that says they did that to apply for a job. And actually, I just don't understand it. I would never understand that. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to college to be a lawyer, because I mean, I do think college is a good thing. You do need to go to college to learn a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff you can't learn on Google or YouTube and books. A lot of stuff you do have to like learn from other people. But how do you think those people know what they ready to teach you? Because they learned it from other places. You just don't have that resources that they learned it from, so you can learn it from. So that's just what I think. I feel as though if we learn the stuff the professors learn to teach us, we wouldn't need college. You know, and if we use their resources that they did we wouldn't need that. We wouldn't need college and paying $38,000 and $25,000 and another $9,000 for room and board and driving 6 hours down to North Carolina or flying 4 or 5 hours away just to go to a college. Like, if we have those resources that they learn from, we can be like tied into us. We have to really be serious and be consistent and use it together. Then we're good.
Right. I agree. I feel like, I talked to a lot of teachers who worked at Western, and I was like, well, what did you go to school for? And like teachers that I know, they went to school for like, one teacher went to school for history or something and was teaching math. And I didn't understand that. Or I feel like to talk about schools and to speak on teachers who have degrees or people in general who have degrees that they don't use, it's like, I don't know. I can't really think of the word for it, but it's like, let me think. I guess it's like shocking, because the degree that you got and the paper that you have and the school that you went to and all the money that you paid or got through scholarships that you worked for, you should have just, I don't know, used it for something else. I think not go to college, but like figure out exactly what you want first. Even though they say that it's normal for you to change your major because you get to college, you be like, oh yeah, this is not what I thought it was going to be. This is not what I really wanted to do. That's cool, but I feel like if you go to school and go, to get this degree and you don't use it, that was a waste of time. You could have became a doctor and got a PhD in what you do now, instead of going there and saying, oh, this is what I want to do, and then changing your major like 9 times, and then you got to change your classes and your schedules. Like, no, I feel like high schoolers should be allowed to get a preview of what it'll feel like or look like to go into these careers, before we get there and we make these decisions and stuff. Like you said, for basketball and law, I did not know that you wanted to go to school to be a lawyer, even though you play basketball. I thought you were going to school to do something that was mainly about sports, honestly. Like sports management or fitness and training. So like, I understand, the topics that you focus on and you study. And at least you're not going to school for something that that you might, well, I don't know, because you might change your major. But at least I know that you're not like going to school to just go, basically. Like, you really got a plan. Because most people go thinking, oh, my parents told me to go, so I'm going to go. And they pick these majors that they don't know nothing about. And that's the result in them switching.
Yeah. If you like really get to know me, you would know I'm sorry, I had to stretch. I had to stretch. But like, I feel as though like if you really like get to know me and sit down and talk to me, you would know that basketball wasn't the first thing for me. Like, I was kind of like pushed into basketball. You know, my favorite sport is football. For people that doesn't know, like I love the sport of football. I wanted to be a quarterback since I was younger. That's why I watch football a lot. But I was kind of like pushed into loving the sport of basketball because of my height and just because I'm tall. Like everybody like, you tall, you should tall. You play basketball, you play basketball. So it's kind of like, yeah, I play it now because people keep asking me, and my family keep asking me like, oh, why you not playing basketball this and the third. So I played it. And what's best to do? Like, I love to help people. I love to talk to people and stuff. So what's best to do to like be a basketball coach? You're coaching somebody, and so you're helping them, and then you're playing basketball. There you go. There you go. By that time, I get sleepy. So yeah, it's more of me like helping people out and me playing basketball. So that's why I be a coach. But no, I actually wanted to be a lawyer. Like that's what everybody who knows me. Like everybody who knows me, like I want to be a lawyer. I want to have my own law firm in the next 10 years. So that's just for me. We can't hear nothing you saying.
Hello? Better?
Yeah. Yes.
Having that tool as an extracurricular or having an extracurricular activity as a tool does work best in your favor, because as a lawyer you could like take your the person you defended to the basketball court if they know how to play basketball, and you guys could like work through his problem, her problem, the person's problem or issue by playing basketball. That way you connect, especially if you're gonna be working with youth, because connecting with the youth is the most important thing that you can do. Because I feel like youth are out there and they are alone for real, and that's from one youth to another. It does feel like you are alone most of the time when you are, going through high school, going through college. I mean, going through middle school, going through high school, or going through college for that matter, and you try and find yourself. Yeah, it can get lonely quick. You can feel lonely often, and I think it's important because if you don't have no way to bond with nobody, you can't get nowhere. If that makes sense.
No, that definitely makes sense. Yeah. I can't even see me. My camera.
It's off.
Yeah, it been acting retarded. No, it's not off. I can see you, but I can't. See, I don't. But like I said, bonding, like I say, like youth to youth is very strong, and what I mean by that is, I said like this, me being 18, you're being 18, us like basically adults, we can connect, we can have basically like have more connection to certain things. You see what I'm saying? Like we know certain things. We know how about this generation more than, the people like in their 30s would know or in their 29s would know. So sorry. But yeah, we wouldn't know stuff like that. Like we can connect more, we can like relate to more. Like this is our generation. Nobody can tell us how to run our generation but the generation, So I just feel as though like if Baltimore would like to like talk more about stuff, that baby is going off. I just feel as though Baltimore can like talk about stuff, and like come together like as one generation. Baltimore wouldn't be the most dangerous city in America. And we would have more scholarships for youth. We would have more resources for youth. We would have more programs that the youth and adults can go to. We would just have more.
Honestly, I agree. I think I was talking about this with some people a long time ago, but I was saying to them that these youth that are coming into you know, coming out of high school and becoming adults are really the future. And like, yeah, you know, some of the youth in my category are a little on the bad side sometimes. There's overall a collective whole good amount of youth that I trust my life in. Cause we've grown up together, not together like I know them, but like we've grown up in like the same, you know, generation. And there's a lot of them that I see on Instagram and stuff. And a lot of them are really, really successful. Like it's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. But I was telling someone that maybe when we my generation come up, y'all should empty out the White House completely. I mean, everybody fired. Everybody. No matter how old you are, everybody fired. Okay, unless you're like 30. A cool 30, you know, a cool 40, maybe. You know, but we need some new innovative ideas from people who really know what's going on, who really been in the struggle, who really understand, you know, what it is to be out there and not have a silver spoon in your mouth. But at the same time, it's a lot of people in my generation whom had that silver spoon and whom will probably try to assume office if we don't get up and get out there and like be active and work on my work ethic, because I cannot you cannot get a letter of recommendation if your work ethic is bad. What they gonna say? What can they say you did? What can they prove to these people for them to believe that you are good enough if you ain't got nothing to prove for it? Yeah, but you know, work ethic is really what's going to get us far. I feel like if we put in more work ethic, Baltimore City, bad, fire. Like people are becoming over here like, I want to move to Baltimore City because it's this, and this, and got this many opportunities, which it is, but not enough people talk about it. Everybody want to be on Pennsylvania Avenue and North Avenue or Shiloh. Everybody want to be outside and having fun, and it's not about that, because when we old and ain't no Baltimore City no more because they didn't close it down because everybody killed each other, what you want to do? What are we really going to do? Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel as though it's not, and then it's kind of you know, it's kind of the state's fault too, because Baltimore doesn't have those resources. You know, Baltimore doesn't have those opportunities, those career jobs that we can pursue. Like, name one good university in Baltimore, Maryland.
Name one what?
Good university in Baltimore, Maryland.
Johns Hopkins.
See, that's sad.
Coppin State.
See, but are those like known colleges in like other states? Like,
I don't know how known Johns Hopkins is.
Like, outside of the DMV, you wouldn't know about Bull. You wouldn't know about Coppin. You'll probably know about Johns Hopkins before you know about Coppin, and that's just gonna be 100%. Everybody know Johns Hopkins. Johns Hopkins has his own TV show. Mike Bloomberg went to everybody knows Hopkins.
Johns Hopkins got a TV show?
Yeah, it's called Bloomberg TV.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mike Bloomberg went for president. But you're like, I mean, I'm not trying to down bad no colleges or my city. I'm not. You know, I'm just speaking facts. You really don't know a lot of people that come from state university. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't. What do Coppin get? What? Okay. I feel as though if you're a college in the community, you should help the community. So what I'm saying, like, Hopkins opened up their platform, opened up their building to Heart Smiles. So Heart Smiles it up to us. So now we have a place where we can go to, we can talk about, we can, you know, do mental health and do certain things like that. Coppin State, what are they doing? How are they interactive with the community? How are they engaging with that community?
I mean, Coppin, I think it is Coppin that you could like, I'm not sure how it works, but I know that if you like go to BCCC or something, it's supposed to be free and you switch over. I'm not really sure exactly how it works, but I know they're supposed to be working in the community.
Yeah, that's college to college. What about college to high schools? College to middle school?
Yeah, you know, not too many of them.
Right. Johns Hopkins and Heart Smiles, they hit everybody. You got people from elementary school, middle school, you know, like everybody know about Heart Smiles in Baltimore, basically, you know, because of Johns Hopkins opened up that platform for us. But you really don't know a lot of people happen that open up that platform for people. Like, they're not gonna do that to us. And they catch it up, they'd be like, because we don't have the funds for it. You don't need to have funds to open up your mouth to talk to the other youth. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need funds to do that. So yeah, that's just my opinion about college. I just feel as though college should be more active with that community, because if you're not interacting with your community, then what are you doing?
I understand. I completely understand that, because I feel like it's not enough people out here who really care. Like, who honestly care about the community, who honestly want to do something to like shape the community and help people really, become better. There is nobody that I know that's really trying besides Heart Smiles or Nia Network and No Boundaries. Because, I mean, they're trying, but they're not really making an impact for real. Like, you got to, spread it around to others. I'm sorry, I spilled some water and it's getting in my laptop. But you gotta spread it around to other people and like share. People don't want to share. Like, what you got so much against sharing? Now I got a nerve because there's a couple people who I wouldn't share Heart Smiles with, but that's not the point. Like, share something, You ain't gotta share everything, but something. Something is better than nothing. You can make a huge change. But yeah, hey.
And yeah, that's another thing about Baltimore is selfish. Baltimore people, they're very selfish with what they know and how they got it. Like, prime example, one of my good friends, I know, because I host, and I'm be real, I'm gonna be like Miss Joni on this. I host an entrepreneurship class, and one of my friends was asking one of the kids that's in the entrepreneur class, how did they do such and such? How did they get this at the third? What app did they use for this type of business or whatever? And the person was like, oh no, I can't help you with that. Like, if y'all two entrepreneurs, first of all, y'all know each other, y'all do the same type business, and you telling them you can't help them out, like, that's selfish. You shouldn't be that selfish with anybody. And I was sitting there and I was telling my friend, like, yo, don't even worry about it, because it's gonna come into them, it's gonna bite them at the end. They're gonna realize what they said and how they took that. They're gonna be like, oh, well, I already helped them out. Because what if one day you told the person no, they go big, and then look at you still sitting in the same place you at. So it's just like, you can't be selfish with nobody. You gotta always help.
Hello, say it again for the people in the back who ain't hear you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you gotta help somebody. Maybe that's just my heart, because I'm real big on helping people and giving back. But some people be doing it just for attention. Like, some people, like those attention seekers and stuff, they do it, but they really need help, but they don't want it. Like, when you try to force it to them, they just don't want it. And then it's just like I said, you got people that they want help, but there are people who be like, no, I'm not giving you no help. And you got the people that need help and it's giving them help, but the person that need help, they're not trying to give it, they're not trying to take it. So it's just more of, if Baltimore stopped being so selfish, bro, we could really be great. Coppin could be one of the top colleges, top universities in America. Hopkins, and not because of the money, how much money they got, and not because who came out of it. I can guarantee you this, and if Mike Bloomberg did not come out, if not Mike Bloomberg wasn't affiliated with Johns Hopkins wouldn't be as it is today.
Back to a key point that you said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. Okay? If you try to help somebody, all right, so this is the analogy that was taught to me. You and a person swimming, right? And out of nowhere they start drowning, right? And you try to go back and save them, and they fighting you to save them, you gotta let them drown. You can't help everybody. And yeah.
Sorry. I agree with what you say about them drowning. I mean, it's like, I help people out. Everybody know me. I'm a great person, and I'll help you. I'll give you my last. And even if you fighting me, even if you pushing me away, Even if you're telling me to leave you alone, you don't think I should be with you, and you don't think I should be helping you, or anything like that. I'ma still find ways to help because I know you need help, and I know that some things can take you. You know what I'm saying? And it's the people they say that like they like, oh, I'm fine, but they really like this can do this, and I really do. Lord should help me out. Like it's just not. It's not good. Like you really should like if you're out there and you're watching this, or maybe now, or you're watching stuff like that. If somebody is trying to help you with your life, just with life in general, like let them help. Let them help because they don't have my phone will set up straight. They don't have to be sitting out there with breath, phone calls 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, going over your house when you really need them, gas, stuff like they don't need to be doing that. But if they're doing that, then you should let them help you. Maybe they care. And they'll be like, well, every time I need help, nobody was caring, or I don't want to feel as though I'm a burden on other people. You're starting to be a burden when we have our resources, we try to bring our resources to you, and then we spending money, and we getting you from here to hospital, or clinic to clinic, or therapist. That's now you're starting to be a burden on us because you're sitting up there. We giving you these aspects, we giving these opportunities and these careers, and you're not trying to take them. Like you're just not, and that's like now you're starting to be a burden on us because you're not trying to take on what we're trying to give you. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just not right. So that's when you start to be a burden. That's when we start being like, you know what, we ain't gonna do this no more. That's when we start being like, well, we're gonna turn our backs on you. Because I guarantee you, I understand other people have hurt you in beginning time, but when if I'm coming to you and I'm trying to help you, and you like, do you like not to brag or nothing, but like, do you see who I am? Like, do you know who I am? Like, I can really pull some strings and cause the people to help you out.
Hello.
Hey, and like I said, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm Coach Johnson. I can really help you out. I can make a couple phone calls, 1, 2, 3 phone calls, and really help you out if you just let me. But if you keep pushing me away or keep doing like that, it's not gonna work. Like you just gonna be sitting there in the dust. You're gonna be in that black hole, and then somebody gonna walk over you, be like, oh, well, she didn't want no help. So what we gonna do? You know? And I'm like, I'm just saying, like, if it was like I'm not the best, you know, I still need help I still need critique in certain areas. You feel me? But if I need help, I'm gonna say it. I'll call somebody. I need help with this. I need help with this. I'm not gonna sit back and try to think on my own because I know, right? But if it was a lot more people like how I think, or a lot of Baltimore people, not a lot, like more Baltimore think about how I think, and certain ways of giving back and help people out, you know, this city will come to a very much a halt with the murders and everything. Probably the corona probably be gone. If we all come together, we probably can find a cure. You know, we can probably go back outside. You know, they sitting up there having Cherry Hill block party 600 people. And y'all wonder why corona
600 people? I should have been there. It's like
positive, 6 feet. 6
but
feet.
hey, it's a saying that step or get stepped on. You got a choice. Step or get stepped on. Everybody don't want to eat. Everybody want a piece of some people want the scratch. Everybody don't want to eat. Everybody not hungry. You can't make a person move if they ain't trying to move. But I don't like to have that mindset all the time because I feel like sometimes you can push a person even when they're not pushing themselves. But that depends on how hard they're not pushing. Because if you're pushing and they pushing you back to start back at 0 and you at 7, then sometimes you just can't push no more. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah, another key thing I want to touch on before we like go off real is, and I'm real serious about this. Hurt people can't help people, you know.
Hurt people too.
Right. That's another thing. Hurt people. And what I mean by that, say if it's me and you, we close friends, right?
Right.
And I know you're hurting, but I'm hurting too. I can't help you because I'm still trying to help myself.
Right.
Another thing, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else.
Well, no, that's not true.
How? Because if you don't
I'm using myself for example. I'm not going to disclose the person that I'm talking about, but I suffer from real bad self-esteem. Like, I really don't take pictures. I don't like being in people's videos. I don't like going outside, none of that. And this person, no name needed, came and was like, you are so pretty. Like, I wake up and they were like, you look so good. And I'm like, can you back up my breath stink? Like, dang. And I think that helps because now I don't feel like, oh, I'm ugly all the time. Now sometimes I'll be like, all right, girl, you slipping. But other times it just be like, all you gotta do is fix and twiddle and daddle. You know, you good. And yeah, because that's mental health help. Like, it helps you. So not all the time can people who don't know how to love themselves can't love others, because I'm loving myself a little more now. If it wasn't for no name needed, I probably wouldn't be in the journalism as much as I am now.
Right. But you just said that
from Young Elder. She said a lot of people in the Black community don't like to talk about mental health.
100%. Before we get to that comment, though, I'm gonna come back right to the comment. But you just touched on a key point. You was like, you know, don't let yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You're loving that, but you just stated, right, and you stated too that you're starting to love yourself more as well. So now you starting how to love yourself, so you're loving them too. If you're the person where you didn't love yourself at all, I'm talking about if you don't love yourself, you don't come to the house, you don't wash your tail, you don't eat, you don't fix your hair, you don't fix your breath, you don't brush your teeth, you don't do none of that, then you don't love yourself. So how are you going to sit there and love somebody else? But you
look, I didn't. It was bad. Like, right. I wouldn't even go to school. She came to my house and was like, "You not in school? You need to get up, get in the shower, put some clothes on. Let's go to Heart Smiles." I'm like, "Do what, girl?" Right. Like really pushed me because I was really depressed. Like, I wasn't really into all that. And she bombarded her way in and was like, "This is what you're gonna do, and you're gonna get it together because I don't have time." And yeah. So it was, but you have to be strong enough to know that some people not gonna love you as much as you love yourself, as much as you love them.
Yeah, that's true. And to come back to Elder's comment about saying a lot of black people in the community don't like to talk about mental health. They don't, because they feel as though people with mental health problems are crazy, or they stop and we don't know what we're talking about. I got mental health problems, and I can tell you right now, look, I got mental health problems, but if you see this of things I did, and you see this list of the stuff that I'm doing, or you can see Young Elders list, or you can see Jada's list, or Heart Smiles list, people who got mental health. And these people with mental health are doing better than people without mental health. So that's just my key factor about that. I feel as though Elder, a lot of people in the community do need to they need to at least accept the fact that they have problems. So then once they accept the fact they have mental health problems, then they'll come back better with each other. But until then, it's more of an upside thing. It's more upside down thing where, you know, we can't help people no more. Yeah. But that's just that for me for today. It is 3:54. Jada, you gotta give us some jewels today so we can close out on the jewels today.
Okay. So I think my jewel would be, you know that Rihanna song called Work, Work, Work? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Put that chorus, work, work, work in your head. Do not stop working. Your work ethic will be, I'm sorry, I got a text message. Your work ethic should reflect what you want. If it don't, then you ain't working hard enough. You need to go back and try again.
Yeah, that's dope. I would say, as far as like work ethic, college, stuff like that, it basically ties in everything you say. You know, love yourself enough. If like, okay, like this, my jewel tell you to be love yourself enough to go out and actually get things done. You know, what I mean by that is you have to love yourself first to recognize that you have these problems and you recognize that you have these situations that you need to go through. Once you accept the fact that you have them, you start loving yourself, get up, you start grinding, do what you gotta do, you'll see a different Jada. Like how Jada was and she was depressed and stuff, and you know, you ain't gonna get nothing done. So love yourself in order enough. That's just mine. But we want to thank you, Jada, for coming on here today, talking about work ethic. That we definitely do need a part 2 of this because this definitely was a good topic. But we definitely on here, and we'll see you later.
All right, see you later.
See you, Jada. All right. Okay. So another great session today, Working Wednesdays with Jada Johnson. Y'all go check her out. I'm gonna send. It's gonna be like a link. Well, matter of fact, no, her link. Actually, I should have told her. I should have told her Instagram. Her Instagram is Jiggy_J. So it's JIGGIE_JAEE on Instagram. I can go follow her on that. Actually, if I want to DM her and talk to her, you know, you can follow her on that. Talk to her about her, you know, just journalism or more work ethic, stuff like that. You can her DM. But that's it for today for me. My name is Coach Johnson. You can catch me back here this Friday, Flexible Fridays. And we'll be back here for another day. So thank y'all for coming. See y'all.